Hey, what's up? What's up, my people? How is y'all today? So yes, let's start with this bald and the beautiful. I told you these Logan sisters cannot be trusted. They just can't be. They don't ever know how to keep their mouths shut. For once in their miserable lives, those Logan sisters don't know how to keep their mouths shut. You see how Donna had to go running her mouth. Now everybody, yeah, fuck those Logan sisters. They can't be trusted. They just cannot be. Donna had to open her big mouth and go snitching. Now half of the New York City and L.A. knows all of Eric's business. Like, damn, those Logans, mind their damn business. Eric told y'all he didn't want no pity. Eric is old as a dinosaur. So he had his reasons for wanting to keep his secrets. But you know what I mean? He had his reasons for wanting to keep his secrets. One second, y'all. 1 second. Gotta get something now. But yeah. Um yeah, Eric had his reasons for wanting to keep his secrets from those Logans women because all they do is run their mouth. Hey, LaShanta. Hey, Danny Bear. Hey, Spider Quake. Yes, Eric's older than Boomer Darby. Yes, Eric is old as a dinosaur. Eric Forrester is about 120 years old, or maybe 150 years old. That man is old, old, old. He was old 75 years ago. He was still old. So did anyone notice when Ridge, Thomas, and Steffi hugged, Brooke put her hand on Ridge's back and Steffi pushed her hand away? I sure did. I noticed that. Brooke's hands was right in the back, as it should have been. I'm glad Steffi pushed her hand away because they didn't want Brooke there. They don't like Brooke. Matter of fact, they hate Brooke with good reason. They hate her just like I hate her because Brooke is a manipulative woman. I didn't see that come up. Gonna pull that back up. Yeah, with Brooke's hand, Steffi had her hand on the shoulder, and because Brooke is so tacky, she could have gave them a minute alone. She could have excused herself. Wow, they had that very private moment of genuine tears and just totally selfish that those Logan women are. They really are. They don't care about nobody but themselves. That's all they ever do. And then you know who else only cares about himself? Liam. I'm so sick of him keep going on and on and on how he's gonna get Steffi back. Yeah, Brooke did, Danny Bear says, yeah, Brooke didn't need to be there or even say anything. Exactly. They're on their off again, on their on again, off again relationship. And then LaShanta's questioning why wasn't Taylor there? Exactly. Don't know why. Maybe Taylor was told off screen. Exactly. Taylor and Eric were cool too. They were close at a time. So there's no reason why Taylor couldn't have been there instead of. Didn't Brooke and them have their moment with RJ? Yeah, Steffi was pushing Brooke's hand away. I gotta post that as a short. I'm glad she pushed that heifer's hand away. I saw a little bit with the hand movement, but good. I'm glad. Cause ew, who would want that infectious, poisonous hand anywhere near them? I can't stand them. I'm gonna say, and I told y'all I would say this with a straight face, but Maxie is a solid 8. So I don't know what Albert be talking about, but Maxie is definitely an 8 out of a 10. So I'm tired of Albert keep saying that Maxie's only a 5 or a 4 when Maxie still got it going on. That's a good looking woman. She's an 8. I said that with a straight face. Y'all all are my witnesses when Albert comes in here and starts his nonsense. I hear Tom going to put Brooke in her place. Yep, Friday's episode. We're gonna get a Friday dream sequence. Um, Tom Thomas is gonna put no, Albert. She is not a 5. I just said that before you got here. I said that Maxie is an 8. I'm tired of what you be talking about. You be saying that um she's a she's a 4 or she's only a 5. No, Maxie Jones is an 8. She looked good. She got it going on. She got it going on, and you know it. So what? Her belly ain't um whatever, Spider Quake. You're young, okay? You're young, so you are fair for your ranking is fair as well. She could be considered a 7, but she's way above the 5 that Albert gives her, the 4 that Albert really wanted to give her, just because her belly ain't that little. I respect Albert's opinion, like I said at the end. I wish more people would talk about it, how important it is to be healthy. Also, that's true. The Logan's gonna come together for Hope. For what? Is Hope and Eric even really that close? And then Ambassador Sam pointing out how Mr. Bostic coming in strong. Of course, I wouldn't have it any other way. I knew that's how Albert was gonna come in, and I know he got way more. I know he got way more insults for Maxie. I know what's coming. So I'm gonna take you to an eye doctor when I come out there. No, you the one that need an eye doctor. You thought Elena and Victoria were almost on equal playing grounds. Yes, and Dee Dee and LaShanta acknowledge that Maxie is pretty because she is. She still got it going on. Um, Albert just is too prideful in his ways to admit that Maxie still looks good. So see, this is why I be pushing certain buttons to Albert for him to understand that Maxie still has. Thank you, Danny Bear. Thank you. Dee Dee, LaShanta, Spiderquake, all of y'all is Ambassador Sam, all of y'all is coming in with facts. Y'all know that Maxie looks good. That's all I'm saying. I love how you guys are backing to back with your lives because it keeps you guys on schedule and it makes it fun. Yeah, that's true. Um, that is true. And yet, Spiderquake just said that Maxie's hot. Thank you. That's all I wanted. And then Salone is gorgeous. I don't know why she keep doing this to herself, all for that little bum Eric. Are you kidding me? A fine woman like that, every man in the world, well, not every man, but would go out of their way to be with her if she had her head right. But something ain't right with her head. She a little ticky ticky boom boom. I mean, she's an accomplished lawyer too. She got it going on. I mean, she could be anybody's trophy. But I don't know why Salone is throwing her life away like that. It's crazy. Maxie was like a 7 so many years ago, and you know that, bro. No, actually, you're right. She was. And now, maturity, she looks even better. Okay? She was a 7 all those years ago, and she's still gorgeous right now. She's even more better. Okay? Her stomach isn't as flat as it used to be, but bodies fluctuate, you know? Weight goes up and down. Weight goes up and down. Okay? It fluctuates. Hey David, how how are you today? Um, but yeah, Salone is thirsty, Lashanta. Someone was asking if Kristen Storms had children in real life, and yes, she does have a daughter. I don't know if that other actress has a daughter. What other actress? Um, and then Ambassador Sam says Mr. Bostic swinging good though. Maxie is attractive. Thank you. And everybody else could see that Maxie is attractive. And I believe that Albert knows that Maxie's attractive too. And then that's why I corrected myself. I said, well, not every man wants Salone, but oh yes, and Melinda is pure evil. And Spiderquick says Melinda don't look good. Well, her personality certainly doesn't help either. When Maxie was Bella on Days of Our Lives, I don't know, like probably it had to have been before 2005. So that was a minute ago because she's been on General Hospital since 2005. So That had been a long while ago. But I'm sure Maxie played a good Belle on there. Maxie has a child with the actor that played Johnny and the actor that currently plays Stefan on Days of Our Lives. And speaking of Stefan, he had the nerve to grab up what the heck is her name? The chick that Albert don't like. Paulina. He had nerve to grab her up like that. Talk about you backed up the wrong brother. I would have Paulina should have slapped him the way she slapped Whitley. David says, I'm well, Kyrie's. Thanks for asking. Well, I'm glad you're doing well. It's always great to see you in the chat. And what do you think of Maxie then as Belle? I don't remember. I wasn't even, let's see, 1999 to 2004. I wasn't even born in 1999, so that leaves 2000 to 2004. So I don't remember. That's my answer. I never got to experience her as Belle, but I heard of her as Belle. So I'm more than sure she was good in the role. She got a daughter with Stefan. Yep, it's true. And then, hey, Monique. Forgive me. Good evening, Mr. Clark. Thank you, Ambassador Sam. You weren't born in 1999. I guess I am an old city. No, you're not, Dee. No, you are not old at all. And then Dewan says, hello, everybody. Hey, Dewan. Teen Bell and Sean were hot. Was it the same Sean or was it a different Sean? Y'all still young. Y'all got it going on. Just because we only call Albert a boomer bostic just for reasons. But if you look at Kristen Storm's Days of Our Lives, you're going to see a video of her taking stuff on with a bra and probably underwear. I'll search that later. And then what did Victor on YNR play on? What character did Victor on YNR play on AMC on All My Children? I'm not sure. I'll have to Google that later. Danny Bear, you are not old. And then off, not on. Ooh. When I was in high school, my friends were in today's and liked her as well. Oh, we're in the Days of Our Lives and liked her as well. At the time, I didn't know who she was. You meant Victoria. He said she meant Victoria. I forgot. I'm not sure. I never watched All My Children. Different Sean. Jason Cook played him back then. Okay, good. And then I remember somewhat because I watched a lot with my grandmother because she would clean house and Days would be on and went with her. So I do remember her. She was better than Belle now. It was from 17 years ago. Then Victor stood up finally. Yes, Victor finally stood up to everyone. So now to his kids and reminded them that he's every bit. Because guess what? Victor was actually married to Hope when Adam was born, and they lived together and were married for 2 years before Hope left with him to go out. So, and Victor and Victoria, and Victoria wasn't born until before Victor and Nikki's first wedding, and Nick was born after Nikki and Victor's first divorce. So therefore, Adam's the only legitimate child, if you want to be technical. She had a nice body. She still looks good. Albert says he made sure he posted on the community tab. And hey, Dolomedics, how are you today? And Spider Quick, he was in last day was telling Spider Quick he was 4 years old at the time. And David says hi to Albert. And 1 second. And then you could say that Kristen Storms is a wonderful actress. I don't know about the other actors, but I would assume you would have to be really good on a soap unless you're just starting out. Of course. Yeah, all that material they have to memorize. Yes. Kristen Storms is one of a kind. She definitely have it going on. She kills it. Nick got on my nerves when he said Adam has no family loyalty. He was loyal when Nick needed a kidney. He sure was. He sure was. And then Spider Quick says, nice last day. And Dee Dee says, kind of like Nathan Parsons was a bad actor at first, but his body made up for it. Okay. True. And then Victor should make Vicky start at the bottom like Nick wants Adam. Well, as much as I hate Victoria, she did start at the bottom. She was in the mailroom at one point. So, and you know that pained me to say that, Albert. If you're there, that pained me. I acknowledge that. She did work her way from the bottom before. Victoria used to work in the mailroom. So you see, I'm capable. Did I not give Victoria her props just now? I just defended her semi. That's the most you'll ever see me get even close to defending Victoria. Was right there. My comment about the body was actually Ryan Pavey, not Nathaniel Parsons. The guy who played Maxie's husband was the one. Oh, you don't think he's a good actor? Adam is the only child born in marriage, so he's not a you know the rest. That's true. He's not. Carly about to blame Nina soon. Of course. I would suck at it as a soap opera because I have a horrible memory. You ain't never lied. I would too. But I don't know. I could make it work. It depends on how they. Actually, no, because they have pages and pages of dialogue. Now, if I'm able to just follow an outline, then maybe. And make up lines that work. But I'm following that exact script to all that. That would piss me off. Nikki's so worried about Adam when she should have been more worried about Misery, also known as Claire. Exactly. She just gonna trust this girl you just met. You should see Nikki is rich. She should see and she's been rich for years because of Victor's money. So she should spot a con coming from a mile away. Hey, Double C, what's up? How are you today? Exactly. Nikki want to play naive today. That don't make no damn sense. You are rich. You should have at the very least had some sort of security guard with you. Yep, Adam's mom was a sweet, decent lady, and Victor just found Nikki on that pole. He sure did. And I heard Nikki was very jealous of Adam's mother, and she treated him horribly. And she treated her horribly, and was nasty, and has been nasty to Adam ever since, as well. I don't get why Adam never held a grudge against that unless they want to ignore that part of history. Because I saw the clip and I sent it to Albert and somebody else of the clip of when Adam was first born. It was a short on there. He was born in 1995 on screen, and Nick was already a grown man, and he had to give him a hug. Give Nikki a hug to comfort her because Adam was born. When Hope brought up Gondola to Steffi, what did y'all think? I didn't see that part, to be honest with you. I didn't get to see that. And hey, Queen Nikisha. She can't chat, but she just wanted to say hi. She'll be listening to y'all. I can't wait until I'm able to hear. I know Sunday. You said Sundays and Mondays were your days off. I can't wait to hear what you came up with for Sam and Ava. Remember, that was my challenge for you, Nikisha. Victor named all Vic men. True. Victor Newman is a controlling narcissist. That's what he is. He always has been. He always will be. Wait, Nikki was a stripper? Come on, Asta. Everybody knows Nikki was a stripper. Yes, she was a stripper. And she used to, yet she has the nerve to look her nose down at everybody. Wait, did Hope bring up the gondola today? I gotta see that. No, I think she's talking about that. Must have been on Thursday's episode when Hope was facing off with Steffi, I think. That must have been when that aired. What do y'all think of Hope's new hairstyle? I'm like, I kind of like it. Victor was a simp for being with a stripper, exactly. Turned a you know what to a housewife. I'm so over that gondola, so please, no. True. If Newman Enterprises go down, Nick and Victoria won't be able to handle it. They can't survive without the Newman name where Adam can. Yep, he has and he can, and he will again. Steffi trapping, hoping that gondola was cold, but Liam and Steffi made a better match. Made one back then, but not no more. Steffi got a man now. Her man is Finn, and Liam need to go take his little home wrecking ass somewhere else. His services are no longer required. He wanted Hope, he got her. So, and now Hope wanted Thomas, and Liam can't share. So he thought Hope was all that. Remember how he did y'all Bald and the Beautiful fans? Do y'all not remember how Liam put Hope on such a pedestal all these years? Oh my gosh, Hope could do no wrong. She's an angel. She could walk on water. She's all that and then some. Remember all that, Liam? Hope was all that. She could never do any wrong. She's just so perfect. We had to hear all that BS. You know how many scenes I had to almost vomit in my mouth to that, where he basically said, so if you had to pick now Dee Dee's asking me, so if you had to pick a Logan sister to hate the least, one would it be? Donna. I just honestly hate Donna by association, and because she's dumb. But I really hate Brooke, and I really hate Katie. I used to like Katie, but now I really hate her. Sharon told Nikki she came from the pole. She did. Kyrie's B&B, I saw one clip where Ridge was telling Steffi and Thomas, I don't know what to say about it because, well, it's Thomas and he sucks at life. Okay. And LaShanta says, I don't like it. I remember how he thought Hope was, yep, he sure was. He put Hope on such a pedestal. She could do no wrong. We all were inferior compared to Hope and her morals. Did that not come back to bite him in the ass? Steffi trapped Hope the gondola to marry Liam on the mountain, and it also made me terrified of gondolas. But it was back when Hope acted and was played by a beautiful woman. I remember how Liam went back and forth with Steffi and Hope. Yep, he did. And now Steffi got a real man that got a crazy ass mother, but that's not his fault. I remember how Liam. I just read that. And then Ridge put Brooke on one too. He sure do. But there must be poison in Brooks. Let me not say that. Aren't Hope and Thomas siblings? Of course, everyone is related on the show. Now they're not siblings right now. Brooke and Ridge aren't married right now. They're just engaged for the 100 billionth time. I like this new Hope. She isn't taking any crap from anyone now since she had that smoke. Yeah, Steffi, I want Hope to have that same energy when she confronts Brooke. Well, Hope has tried to do that. And then LaShanta says Bridget, she likes her. It's true. And then Dee Dee says she meant to say that Donna was a good answer. That I said that. That's the Logan sister I would decide to hate the least. Yes. Ooh, I can't stand that self-righteous old shrew Katie. And I hate Brooke. That old walking semi-retired mattress. Can't stand her. Me and my mom would used to argue about who was prettiest, Hope or Steffi. I always said Steffi's mom thought it was Hope. Well, now definitely Steffi look You must have been talking about the other Hope, right? Because that one was more of an even match. Because this one, that's not even a question. That Steffi looks way, way, way better. Okay, I figured that. I had to quit watching the back and forth between Liam, Hope, and Stephanie, and it got so old because it caused me anxiety, and soaps are not supposed to do that. Exactly. I would just forward that nonsense because it was exhausting. Well, Curtis, I hate Hope and Thomas, mostly Hope. Thomas is just a sad, sad excuse for a man. I know that you hate Hope. I get that. I mean, and you know how much I hate Brooke. But I was seeing some of your bald and the beautiful comments on there where you kept posting that over and over and over and over again. I mean, that just kind of made you come across as a little obsessive. I'm just saying, you're my friend. I'm looking out for you. So just you might want to just come after Hope when it's on Hope's channel, but just just be a little careful. I don't want um that. And then yes, and I'm glad Thomas said this again. I mean, I'm glad Lashanta said this again because I noticed you said that the other day and I forgot to respond. He said Finn threw Thomas under the bus. I don't like that. Yeah, I didn't like that part either. I didn't like that. Yep, and Katie's a cheerleader and a follower. She sure is. Unless if Brooke is stealing her man. That's the only time Katie will call out Brooke. But every other time, she's cool with all of Brooke's shenanigans. I hope so. Kim was much more of a match for Steffi. Now it's like night and day. You never lied, though. I wish Thomas knew his worth. Me too. Because if only he could, he would. If he could. But the writers are insisting that all Thomas could do is hope. The original Hope was basically cast with Steffi to be an even match, although Steffi was cast to match the looks of the original Taylor and Ridge, and they were gorgeous. That's true, they were. I see Phyllis, Danny, and Cricket, another triangle. Oh God! And Double C says I'm done with Bald and Beautiful recycled storylines. Eric and Lee's storylines are good. That's true. Um, Even though I want someone to slap Lee silly, I don't care if it's Luna or Poppy. Someone just slap Lee as hard as you can. Make sure she knocks on the floor. She'll be like, ah! Make sure you hit her as hard as she can. Hope says she's not in love with Thomas, but her action says something else. Friends with benefits don't have pillow talks about their wants and needs. That's true. Um, I did want to go on Ron's energy. I wanted Hope and Thomas to have triplets, but I just want this storyline to be over with, to be honest. And but yeah, I can agree with that. I took it a bit too far. Probably shouldn't go after the hall when she's not the hoe when she's not in the clips or called her the devil. Probably not the best look for me. Yeah, it's not. So just yeah. If it's implied to be about Hope, then be my guest. But if not, then that's why. I mean, because I was this close from cussing someone out that was coming after you, but then when I saw the rest of those messages, it was like, okay, I gotta find the time to tell last day, because you are my friend, but I'm not gonna steer you in the wrong direction either, because you never know who's watching, and you know how people can be. Just don't want you to go too far with it. And that's coming from me, and you know how my mouth is. But still. Steffi may be one of the best parent/child casting jobs in the history of soaps. She really looks like their kid. The original Taylor and the original Ridge. I could see that a little bit. I've only seen. Yeah, actually, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I think Lee is Luna's mom. I think Luna's listening well secret. Yeah, yeah, I knew what you're talking about. Dolomitics, the original. I could see that. Ron Moss's version of Steffi. And then maybe Esme needs to jump in the water and get close to Jesus to get her so-called memory back. Hell, it worked for Ned. I know some people miss the old Esme, but the old Esme used to piss me off. So at least the new Esme kind of, I mean, I get that she could be boring sometimes, but she doesn't piss me off. She may make me indifferent, but she doesn't usually make me mad. So I would rather they just find Esme a new man. Because I really want Spencer to be put in his place with this whole Ace nonsense. That's what I truly want. I think I got too much into the character of Last Day. I built Discount up in my head because Michael wouldn't say that stuff, which is who I really am. Thank you. I've got a lot of horrible things. No, you're still good people. Last Day, you still are. It's just like I said, you have a YouTube channel. People could see you. They could click on your channel and see you. You never know who's watching that and what opportunities could do that. Especially if you blur the lines a little bit on some of the depth on some of the comments that you were making. It was just a little much. But if Esme isn't doing anything, then she's worthless on the show. That's true. And then Dewan says Spencer is Esme's man. It's true. Monique says, good night, everyone. Got to get some sleep. Work at 7 a.m. All right, Monique, you have a great night. Indifference isn't good. Indifference means she can go upstairs one day and not come back. Who are we talking about here? Esme? Or somebody else? In Esme's dreams, maybe Spencer's her man if he doesn't get over himself. Esme don't need to get back with Spencer. And then David says, Monique is correct. I will add something to that point. The writers of GH took this storyline so long that all Ned had to do in the first place was jump in the water. Are you kidding me? And then Dee confirms Esme she meant. And Spider Quake, of course, says Esme and Spencer for life. And then Dolomitics and Danny Bear saying goodnight to Monique. And then Last Day pointed out a fact that the old Esme went after Ava. There's no going back for Kyrie's, and you got that right. You know how many times I wanted to finish off the old Esme? I was referring to you being indifferent to Esme. Oh yeah, that's true. She could go upstairs and I'll be fine. I'll be fine with it, but at least I don't want to throw my TV every time I see her like I used to. Because every time Esme was on screen, I would get so mad. Every time. Almost worse than the Betty video. Yeah. Yes, actually, no. It was about no, yeah, it was worse because I mature. Believe it or not, the Betty video was even more tamer than how I used to feel about Esme. Spencer is gonna talk himself out of a good relationship with Trina. Yep, he got a good thing going on. He got a really good thing going on, and he's gonna screw that up for his obsession. Go to therapy. Who cares about you with your little daddy issues? The old Esme gave us one of the last great catfight moments of Ava. Yeah, when Ava slapped the taste out of Esme's mouth, that was epic. That blood was dripping from Esme. And then I loved watching when Esme fell off of that parapet. If they do break up Spencer and Trina, they need to get somebody really good for Trina. Yep, they need to give her a nice, good love interest. I prefer a black a black man love interest for Trina. And I don't want him to be a saint either. I want him to be a little messy character that keeps her on her toes. But not he don't need to have all this family drama like Spencer do. But I don't know, let him be a hustler, let him be something. That keeps Trina on her toes. That's what I want. If everyone compares notes, they could save time. That is true. And then I was surprised Albert didn't say Spencer should go to therapy, says Dewan. It's true. Spencer acts like a toilet seat. Harris, I believe I took it too far with the whole devil comment about Hope, but I thought I was playing this character with no filter would be cool, but Michael would never say that. I know Michael probably would never say that. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about like when, all right, what I was mainly referring to was with the whole Eric thing. You kept pointing out, oh yeah, when Hope dies, nobody's gonna care, and then you kept going in that direction, and then they were all clowning you on there, and then you said, oh yeah, I'm used to getting bullied and whatever, but then I'm like, but don't. But you posted that like multiple times. That's my main thing. If you only said that once, then that would have been fine. But you posted that like on 5 separate different ones on that same thing, saying the same thing. So that's why I'm like, that's why they were clowning you on there, and I didn't like that they were clowning you, but I had to say something about that because I'm just saying Hope wasn't even on that episode. So that's why I wanted to look out for you. Because obviously here, this is a judgment-free zone. We all have your back. Ain't nobody gonna make fun of you here. We all know that. We all have common sense in this chat room. But I'm just saying, last day. That's why I said that to you here. Just relax, just a tiny bit on the Hope thing, and then you'll be fine. Ava said, "Back to the sea." With you, Heifer, during that fight. I like that. Back to the sea with you, Heifer. I was so mad about Nicole's baby. And then David says, well, Kyrus, it's been fun, but I must depart. Take care. Good night and peace. Yes, thank you very much, David. Once again, it's always lovely to see you in the stream. Yep, those damn Logans can't be trusted. Those damn Logans. Kyrus, I was kind of going through something at that time, so I was project my anger, but thank you for pointing that out. Wasn't in the best mental space that time. Okay, well, that's good to know. But I'm just saying, I didn't want you to put yourself in that predicament. So just like I said, I still got your back, but I'm not gonna be fake and try to steer you in the wrong direction and laugh at you and do whatever. That's just not who I am. I got your back. So that's all. That's why I told you directly. On screen, in all seriousness. I don't like none of those Logan, none of them damn Logans, none of those damn Logans. I'm not trying to break this desk since I know I had everybody jumping when I slammed my fist on that the first time. Got to work on these anger issues. But I don't like none of those Logans either. None of them could be trusted. Hope can't be trusted either. Brooke damn sure can't be trusted. None of them can. And Albert, where are you? You said you had some Nick Newman compliments. Bring them on. Albert, I'm calling you out right here at the 39-minute, 28-second mark. What you got? Give me all your best Nick Newman compliments and all your best Maxie Jones insults. Come on. I don't know if that if this came up at all in this chat, but the actresses who plays Belle and Gabby were interviewed on Dish and Days over this weekend. Oh, really? How? I didn't watch it. How did that interview go? Was it a good interview? And Dewan says he hates all those Logans, and I'm sick of Eric talking about how he won. Because he probably knows deep down he didn't. So I guess Bridget is okay. Yeah, I don't have Bridget hasn't been around long enough for me to form a valid opinion, any negative opinion against her. So she's all right, like you said. I think she could be all right. That is true. But I wonder if one day a true Logan fan is gonna have the guts to come up in my chat room. I left that in this description. I wanted to know if a true Logan fan would have had that, the guts to come up in there, like the ones that be coming at me on Facebook, would come up in here. Dolomedic says it was a fun interview. Basically, the Belle actress thinks Belle's a cheater, and she and Sean should break up. Albert will love that one. Albert should love that one. Because it's true, though. She is a cheater. She cheated with EJ, and then she acting like she's better than EJ. Did you see how she was on her high horse with EJ last week? Every time I see blood, it makes me think of how Donna's an airhead. It's true. And last day said I would like to said it was a joke. A joke. It went too far, absolutely, which is no excuse, absolutely not. I do have a history of mental health problems. Thank you for having my back. Okay. It's okay. We all have our things going on. I got my ADHD and plus my other whatever things. But we got your back last day. We all have your back in here. And Albert said those damn Logans, they can't be trusted. But yeah, Albert, you said you had some Nick Newman compliments. So where are they at? I want to see what this garbage is. Also, Gabby, actress, thought Lee was a simp, but she thinks Gabby takes things too far. Yes, I have respect for the actress because Gabby do take things way too far. Hope we see the other children. Me too. I want to meet Felicia and the other ones. Except for Rick. I didn't like Rick. I hope we see the other. Donna looks good, so she don't need to be smart. And then Didi says, Kyrie's, you're keeping Albert up too late. Hey, Albert's a grown man. He can go to bed when he was ready, but Albert shouldn't write his words can't. I mean, shouldn't write checks his words can't cash. He said he had a whole bunch of Nick Newman things coming on today. So I guess I get that Albert's a little scared that I'm on guard now. So he wants to wait until he can catch me off guard with these Nick Newman / Maxi insults. I see, Albert, you're smart. That's smart. You want to wait for the sneak attack. I see what you're doing. And where's my queen, Jessica? You said you're taking the late shift now. Just kidding. That's true. Yes, she do, Albert. She's a gold digger. She better put a ring on it. Okay. If she like it, then she got to put a ring on it. Nick Newman is not always the bad guy. He's the jerk guy. That's what Nick Newman is. He's always a jerk. Why he always got to be so damn jealous and such a jerk? If he has all these advantages, Rick was fine. Not great, but fine. Now, Rick used to get on my last nerve. I'm not going to lie. Every time he talked, I would get annoyed. So I'm glad Rick has been gone. I do confess that I am a Logan fan, but everything you say is true, so there's no need to argue. Those Logans are messy. Thank you. At least Dolomedics has common sense. He does. Brooks Milkshakes brings all the boys to the yard. He knows that too. How is Nick jealous? Give me some examples. OMG. Um, Adam doesn't deserve a place in this company. Adam has never done anything for this family. Why you always take Adam's side? Why Adam? You just want to excuse all of Adam's behavior. Oh, poor Adam. Adam is the cause for everything that goes wrong in this family. Adam is um oh no oh he's talking to Sally. Oh, Sally, I said hi to Adam. I said hi to Adam today. He said he's trying to do a better thing. Oh no, Sally, he's just manipulating you. He's just playing you. He's just a jerk. And then when Sharon offers to go work with Adam, oh Adam, why are you bringing Sharon into this mess? Adam said, well, Nick, Sharon came to me with that idea. I didn't want to do. I don't care. You find a way to you better find a way to shut it down right now and turn her down right now. Don't drag her into that. And you don't remember all those little temper tantrums? That's off the top of my damn head. All those jealous temper tantrums. How he's in bed with Sally but still talking about Adam. Is that normal behavior? Literally, he picked up this conversation. Oh, so after him and Seth, he came back from his little business trip. The first thing he does, casually laying in bed with Sally, after he's completely undressed, which is creepy. He just starts a casual conversation complaining about Adam. That is jealousy. Did that clarify anything, or is there more? For a jealous man, yes, Nick is actually like Nick. It's true. LaShanta's guys don't care about PhDs or smart. We care about their looks and cooperative and submissive, keeping it real. Some guys, not all guys, okay? Some. At this point, a crybaby and Victoria is Victor Jr. That's true. Double C. Some guys like a challenging woman. Some of them do. That shit's a turn on for some. I've seen it. Some are toxic. Yes, thank you, Double C, for reminding people if you're enjoying this stream, please hit the like button. I appreciate it. We have 12 people in the chat and 8 likes so far. So if you're enjoying the stream, yes, please hit that like button. Please and thank you. It really does help me out. For me, I want a woman with a good personality as well as just looks. It's true. See, last day right there. EJ loves Sammy slapping him and stuff. Some dudes love that toxic. Exactly. Thank you. I wasn't just making that out of thin air. I know exactly that some men do like complicated women. They're toxic. Victoria is Victor, but a woman. But Victoria don't ever clean up her own mess though. She's not. And Victor don't get as played by women like Victoria always get played by men. That's facts too. But were those examples good enough, Albert? That I gave you of Nick's jealousy? Even Phyllis herself, when he broke up, he said, "We don't like headaches, bro. We like peace." I'm just saying, you like that don't like headaches. You like peace, but some men do like that toxic woman, and that's why when they do have a good woman, all they do is cheat with a bad one. Because some men are like that. That's true. Last day said she was never a great victor. Like, Victor is still a step ahead. Victor played chess with his enemies while Victoria played checkers. True. That is very, very, very true. He says, bro, we like peace. That's true. Like, I would probably want a more peaceful. Well, it depends. When that's someone as dumb as Donna, though. Uh, you need to have a little bit more brains. But I would prefer someone like Willow. Willow is smart. Wow. Yeah. Well, she's smarter than Donna. That's for sure. That I could say for a fact. Willow is way smarter than Donna. So that's a tough one. Yeah, she is. Despite the fact that she used to be in a cult, she's still way smarter than Donna. I would prefer someone like Willow. That's a little bit more on the peaceful side. She's prettier. She does have that temper. And shut up, Blaster. I mean, not Blaster. I'm so sorry. That was a slip up. That was a slip up. I meant Spiderquake. Shut up, Spiderquake. Talking about Willow don't want you. I'm very sorry, Blaster. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Spiderquake. I was telling Spiderquake to shut up, not you. Shut up, Spiderquake. Tell me that my Willow don't want me. You mad because you know it's true. Please. I will go to Willow when I'm ready, when she's ready. Like I said, so around 2024 to 2025, probably 2025, me and her are going to have our children together. Unless if I've moved on by then. And then I will be the best thing she never had, as in Beyonce, like Beyonce in 2011. Sabrina from back in the day was the example of a soap, nice girl energy. Exactly. So that might be too late for you. Oh, please, she don't want you, little boy. She do not want you either. So I'm more than sure by then, Willow and I would have worked something out if we're meant to be. But if not, then I'll gladly move on. But I know she won't want you, so I'm good either way. Rachel was way smarter than Donna. That's just a fact. And Sabrina was a good girl. See, I'd want. Imagine you can pull the actress though. I might. You never know. Donna don't need to be smart as Willow. She's hard. First of all, no, she's not. Willow was way more hotter than Donna. I don't know what you're talking about. Willow got it going on. So I don't know what. Hey, Queen Jessica. I'm not gonna lie. A little part of me was empty inside until I saw you. Now I saw your name. Now I feel right in the world. A part of me was empty inside without my Queen Jessica. That is what I needed. I needed the queen, the woman of the world. Now, you want to talk about a woman that looks better than both Donna and Willow put together? We got Jessica Love right here. Okay? That is a woman that got it going on. Willow cheated on Chase. That's what turned me against that character. That's true. I really like the character, Sabrina. They screwed with her head and screwed her up. I was a Patrina fan, Patrick and Sabrina. That's what their name was, Patrina. I mean, Willow with Michael, a little boy. I mean, anybody has a chance with Willow. You got that right. Willow was born June. I knew that. I knew she was born in 1995. Patrick was great with Sabrina. Yeah, but he did their entire relationship was whine about Robin, so I knew it was inevitable that he was gonna go back to Robin, so Donna don't look better than what exactly Albert is tripping. Albert, I don't know what energy Albert was on. Now I can see why Albert gets confused because he doesn't acknowledge how good that Maxie looks either. So maybe but if he has it in his head that Donna mysteriously might look better than Maxie, I mean, well, that's only in Albert's world, but okay. But Willow, Get real. Yes, Willow has beautiful eyes. She got beautiful everything. Thank you, Danny Bear, 87. And yes, LaShanta, I do remember Lisa Niles. And I'm still mad they killed Sabrina off during that stupid story with Dylan's dad. I know. They should have just let Sabrina leave town with her baby boy. And then I didn't like how they rewrote that. I knew the actress was pregnant in real life, but how they randomly made it that she slept with Carlos that night when she did not. He had her held hostage that night. What did I just come in on? Hello, hi Miss Gee. And then last day, acknowledging the Sami Zayn t-shirt. Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. Um, what did you come in on? Oh, Albert tried to say that Donna looks better than Willow. Yeah, that's what he tried to say. And we shut that right down. Me and Dewan shut that right down. Cause I don't know what Albert was talking about. Then you see the title of the streams was those Logans can't be trusted because they manipulate good men with good hearts like Albert Bostic. He has a good heart, but he just gets so manipulated by Donna Logan. Just I'm trying my best to fight for Albert. I'm trying to save him from himself, away from a woman like Donna. I don't want Donna to take advantage of Albert. I won't allow it. Then Carlos had a twin brother and took the baby back to Mexico. I know, right? That baby should have been Michael's, to be honest. I don't know why the writers had to just do that last minute crap. Just get a temporary Sabrina if you wanted to make the character pregnant. LaShanta, Albert says, LaShanta, you really think guys actually care much about smarts? We want peace, someone that agreeable, submissive, and care about their being feminine. That's what most guys want. I'm not too sure if you say most, but it's certainly some. Some guys are also complicated. That like a complicated woman. Sabrina was a victim of GH writers trying to keep Sonny and Carly young at the time and not grandparents. Well, actually, Sonny was already a grandparent. We know her baby should have been Michael's. That's true, though. Those Logan women have some kind of kryptonite over men. They sure do. Yeah, the baby should have been Michael's. It sure should have been. Paul Hornsby is still in jail. He's one of the rare killers that actually had to pay for his crimes. Who would have thought you'd be talking about Sami Zayn in a soap opera review? Ha! Starving Willow, the only woman survived being with Michael. That's true. Michael is the kiss of death. And Willow's only alive so far. Actually, no, Sasha's still alive too. Barely, but she's still alive. Michael and Sasha were together for a nice little while. They had a good thing going on for a little bit. Kyrese, whose teams are you on, Nina or Carly, if you had to pick? And then Queen Jessica says, I love her, not the kiss of death. It's true, though. It is true. See, Carly be on that hypocritical energy, though. That'd be hard. So technically, I'm on Carly's side, Team Carly if I had to be, but yeah. But I could ride for Nina too sometimes. Sometimes, like on this SEC nonsense, I don't really care. All I'm mad is that Nina just couldn't just own it. I'm just mad about that. But if Nina would have owned it, I would have been totally on Team Nina all the way. Cause why are you letting this little stupid boy blackmail you? That's why I'm mad at Nina for this crap. The Logan coven of witches. That's true. And then Dolomenic says, not Sasha with the barely alive. You know it's true. You know that girl is hanging on death's door. She after Michael, she done became a drug addict. I mean, damn, that girl. But she survived. Nina and Carly both are messy for sure, but if I had to pick for myself, I would say Carly. On most circumstances, I'll say Carly, but every now and again, I could say Nina. Because Carly be on that hypocritical side. But my thing is, but this whole time, this last year or 2 years, outside of Carly keeping Willow the truth from her, Carly don't really fuck with Nina like that though. When you think about it, Nina was always, but for the last 2+ years or whatever, Carly was always in Nina's head rent free. While and Carly's just living her life. She barely want to even think about Nina unless she really had to, unless Nina was in her face. So, um, so that's the truth. Carly is a stronger woman than Nina. That's just the truth. She don't break as easily as Nina do. Donna do have that evil Logan. You have that Logan blood, but she's like the nicest of the evil, if you say so. I forgot about Sasha. She had the worst luck after being with that boy. She sure did. Albert, you would think you would want something in the head. That's what Lashanta said. And then poor baby Sasha. I've never seen a soap character that needs a hug more. You know how many times I wanted to jump to this and just give Sasha the biggest hug I can? Even though I'm sure if I did manage to timetable into that and I tried to give her a hug, she'd slap the shit out of me. She'd be like, who the hell? I don't know you. But still, Sasha needed a hug. Poor, poor. And then Sonny became a grandfather in 2013 with Dante, whose name I can't spell. Rocco. Dee Dee loves Sydney, says she got to go. She hasn't seen GH for today yet. Thanks, everybody. Yes, thank you so much, Dee Dee. It was so much fun having you here in this chat. We appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Speaking of today's episode, what did y'all think about him being served with that lawsuit? Finn was served with that lawsuit. I still don't give a damn about Finn and Elizabeth, but I really wish we could have saw on screen that patient who died in his care and who is bringing this lawsuit out. Is this lawsuit person in Cyrus's pocket or something, or was this legit on that storyline? Because it just comes out of nowhere, sort of. But the storyline could be kind of interesting, especially if Finn did f up. But like you said, at least they're doing a hospital storyline, so that's good, I guess. But I still don't really care too much. I would definitely try to come more than I've been. I appreciate that, Dee Dee. I appreciate it. And then LaShanta says, Kyrie's Clark, Nina's obsessed with Carly. Like, now, why come to her place of business? It's true. She's always in Carly's face. Well, Carly barely gives Nina the time of day like that. Last day was saying how NXT was pretty good tonight. Trick advanced to NXT deadline. There was a tea ceremony and something to that effect. And Wesley lost to Baron Corbin. Also, Chad Gable was there. Thanks for the updates. I will check that out later tonight after the stream is over with. And at least Finn's getting a story other than him and Liz. Yes. Anything that, but no, because even Elizabeth's going to be all up in there. Yes, we would care if we saw someone on today with GH. It's true. With all that, because think about it, with all that boring filler crap that we got, we had to sit through a 4 day damn vacation with them. You know, 4 to 5 day vacation. You know how painful that was? Why couldn't they show where this potential patient was almost on his deathbed, where now we're getting this storyline followed up to that? They didn't give no hint of that before they left for that little boring ass vacation, or when we got that sexless sex scene in their damn shower between them. We could have learned there and gotten some stuff with that storyline. But I guess that was still with the scab writers, so now we got the regular writers that are trying to pick this up. But let's hope. But my hopes aren't too high for it. But like they said, at least it's a hospital storyline, and the show is called General Hospital. We got three. Nope, it was 4 to 5 days of that nonsense. It was 4 to 5 days. Those were painful days. Very painful days, Jessica. Wow. Those days of General Hospital sucked. Those scenes sucked. And Dante got Austin together. He sure did. LaShanta, he sure did. Liz will likely be in the storyline. Of course, she will last day. But one thing I did love about today, I love seeing Terry. I really do like Terry for some reason. I like her. It was one too many days. Yes. One several too many days. Those were painful days. Very much so. Those are just headache-inducing days. I'm like, wow. Like, whose idea was it to pair them together in the first place? Whoever that was, whoever that writer's first idea said, we should pair Liz and Finn together. They need to be slapped. I'll be honest. They deserve it. It's in the name General Hospital. Hospital. True. So we need more hospital storylines, hospital scandals, hospital situations. That's why I wasn't too mad when that Felicia bit with the patients things, even though I know for a fact that in real life, majority of the times they don't give a damn. They'll just send that patient the bill in the mail with no hesitation. And then Jessica says, laughing my ass off, agreed. They should be slapped. They really should be. Who came up with Liz and Finn. I want to know whose first idea it was. He said, yep, I got an idea to the table. Liz and Finn, whoever that first idea was, they need to do that. They need to be slapped. Well, I'm heading to bed. You're doing amazing with these live streams. Keep it up. Thank you for your friendship. Have a good night, everyone. All right, have a great night, Albert. As always, great to see you in this live stream. And then also, I hope Taru comes into this live stream. I learned how to pronounce her name finally. I think it's Taru. I'm about to play it on here for a second. Taru. Yep, it's Taru. Yep, the boomers get tired. We understand. So go get your rest, Albert. I appreciate your loyalty as always. I got your back. You got mine. Can't buy a friendship like this. We're good for life. Boys for life. Now go to bed because you're still a boomer. Now, what didn't you like about Nina? She rubbed it in Carly's face that she got Sonny in the hotel. I knew she would be suspicious. That's true. That is true. Carly was suspicious. Carly had her. Yep, go to bed, Boomer Bostic. Yep, that's how you pronounce my favorite new soap opera YouTuber. Well, she's one of my favorites, of course. Taru. That's how I was mispronouncing the hell out of her name yesterday when she was here. But I hope she comes today. At least she'll know I could properly pronounce her name now. But Queen Jessica, did you subscribe to Taru's channel as well? Her videos are really good. They're really, really, really good videos. They're so entertaining. You'll like her. And she loves Carly and she can't stand Nina. I watched her review Yesterday she was dragging Nina. So I know Jessica would love that. Maybe they was at a round table and someone was like, I got an idea. What if Liz and Finn get together? Everyone was like, we do the storyline, so I guess we'll have it go. I forgot the name of her channel. I gotta subscribe. It's right there. Go check on my community tab. You'll see that I promoted her video on, let's see. If it should be right there on my community tab. 3 weeks ago. Her name is Taru Babes GH Page. Yeah, that's her name. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. You'll like her videos. She posts them late at night, so you can just catch them in the morning on your way to work. If that's part of your morning routine, you'll love her videos. I guarantee you, because she do not like Nina, and she loved Carly. GHB picking them couples by putting names in a hat. I can see that. It's funny. That's meant to be a joke, but I could actually picture that. I would not be surprised at all if that was the case. Because Liz and Finn, hell, you want to know the truth of the matter is Finn actually had some chemistry with Carly back in 2016. Remember when they had their little forced friendship for a little bit and they completely dropped it? That would have been a better pairing. They could have paired Finn with Carly, and that would be more interesting than Carly and Drew. Anything would be more interesting than Carly and Drew. Because we all know Carly would have no problem trying to take over the mother role of Violet. So that would set up the term for when Hayden wants to come back. And you know how Carly is possessive over kids that aren't hers. So, and how Finn would navigate all that. That would have been a good storyline. I think Carly and Finn would have been better pairing. Because they would have had no choice but to make Finn a little bit more interesting. Damn, I could actually see that working out. Carly and Finn. At least Nina has chemistry with her boo, unlike Carly. And then Nikisha said that's Carly's grandbaby. LOL, got to get back to work. Had to say that though. It probably is though. I like Carly like Steffi. I love Carly like she loves Steffi. I can see that. Carly and Steffi are kind of similar. They say that's her alleged grandbaby. But let's be real. We saw all Ava and Morgan scenes together, and we saw Sunny and Ava's little brief makeout session. So Morgan probably is the daddy. Shoot. But actually, I don't know, because super sperm Sunny, you never know. But that would make a lot of sense if Avery was her grandbaby this whole time. And that would be so much drama. If that came out years and years and years later, I wouldn't even be that mad at that rewrite. That would actually be some good drama. Because Sunny has plenty of kids. Morgan being Avery's dad would have been so much better. True. That is true. It would have been better. But he probably still is. Because if not, then Avery was conceived in a crypt. Can't wait for Avery to hear all the stories around her conceptions at birth. Ooh, that child's gonna need that therapist. But it always made sense. But I'm just saying, but a lot of people, but Nikisha's not the only one. A lot of people still suspect that Avery was Morgan's. That made a lot of sense. I like the character of Finn paired with Jordan. Your thoughts? I mean, it would be a step up from Elizabeth, but I mean, because Jordan is a beautiful woman, gorgeous. I mean, Elizabeth is pretty too, but to be honest, that would kind of be a little bit on the boring side too. I mean, the doctor and the wannabe cop. It's true though. Over kids who are not hers, you know that's true. Just like when she kept Spencer away from Nicholas. Jordan is flawlessly gorgeous. That's why I'm glad. I'm glad that she finally stopped chasing Curtis. Pining for Curtis. Like, please. Like, I could see why the other Jordan, who was a 5, I could see why she was pining over Curtis all that time. But this new, vibrant, sexy ass Jordan, no way in the world. If Avery was Morgan's, Carly would be trying to get her. She is always trying to get her. She barely wanted to. Carly never wanted to accept that Ava was Avery's mother. It took her a long time to truly accept that and get that in her head. That Ava is Avery's mother. But Carly was not trying to hear that. But she had no choice. Exactly. Sonny knocked up 7 women in his lifetime. Oh, that's it? Oh no, I'm sure there's more. There's more women he knocked up with their miscarriages. Let's see. Was it only 7 women? I'm surprised. Cause let's see. Yeah, Jordan shouldn't be alone. Let's see. He knocked up Olivia. He knocked up Lily. Who's baby boy Spencer Corinthos? He knocked up Sam. Oh, that is he knocked up Carly, of course. He knocked up Claudia. Damn. I'm surprised he never once knocked up Brenda. Weren't they a super couple? She never miscarried his baby somehow. But wow. And Alexis, he knocked up Alexis too. It's just wow, that man got around. And I still believe he has one more out there. Remember that lawyer in 2017? Her name was Martina. I believe he knocked her up before she left. She's just waiting for that to come back to bite him. I believe he knocked her up. They're probably gonna. If he did, they're just waiting for a time to bring that up. I would not be surprised if he knocked her up. Carly has spent more time with Avery than Ava. Yeah, when she was with Sonny, but not anymore. Now Ava finally has real access to her daughter. And Jessica says, "Damn, that's wild, Double C." And Nina will be number 8. If Lily lives, Sam, Alexis, Carly, Claudia. Wow. Sonny get around. Ava, Lashanta, and obviously Ava as well. For now. Sonny died with Sonny's first wife, Lily, was pregnant when she died. Oh yeah, I remember that. Sonny is definitely a manho, a himbo. He is. His pullout game is extremely weak as well. He has all these kids, way too many kids. And I'm more than sure that Adam is probably Sonny's son as well. Watch. If they want to keep him on the show, long run, then mark my words, they're going to end up making him Sonny's son or grandson. But his son makes more sense. So that new Adam, he ain't going anywhere unless Maurice Bernard agrees for him to go, because Maurice Bernard will get what he wants. I remember wanting Emily pregnant when she was with Sonny, and LaShanta said, "Yeah, my bad." No problem. I'm just pointing that out. That for now he got Ava pregnant, but we believe that that Morgan might secretly be Avery's father still. That Carly switched that DNA test. Yeah. But I'm sorry, that would really explain Carly's attachment to Avery, because she hates Ava's guts. So at that time, for the longest time, and she still hate her. She just tolerate her better. She just is easy to mask that up for Avery's sake. But why would she be so attached to Avery if that's not her grandchild? Because she's not. You can't say, "Oh no," because she's just like that with all of Sonny's kids. Because that's crap. She's not close to Christina like that. She tolerates Christina and Dante, but she loves Avery so much. I'm just saying. That's because that's her grandchild. She feels that connection. So that will really make storyline sense. Just that's like when they fleshed out why Willow was so real attached to Wiley, because it turns out that was her nephew. Nakisha says, I think Sonny and Carly decided to switch the test together to protect Morgan. I could see Carly doing that, but Sonny wouldn't do it. But Carly absolutely would. Alexis badgered Sam to save her Chrissy. She lost after Sam lost her baby with Sonny. That's true. I remember when Jason manhandled Alexis over that situation. And that was before they found out they were mother and daughter. I saw a clip of that. And Sam was still mad she then slept with Rick while he was married to Alexis. Those were the good old times, I guess. Adam is Sonny's real life son, so there's a chance he is Sonny's son as well. But who would the mom be? I thought. Or if they really want to insult our intelligence, it could be Martina, but now it's not. I'm not sure, but he has so many lovers that it wouldn't. See, Sonny's those type of guy that it's believable that he slept around with everybody. So if they did bring another long lost woman on there, it wouldn't really be a shock. It would be believable because Sonny is a manhole. So anyone could be his mother, and we would believe it. One character I hate was Nell. A lot of people hated Nell. Um, I used to fast forward her. To be honest with you, I didn't have patience for now. I just be like skip, 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 skip. She was annoying. She was. Um, yeah, Sonny has so many ex lovers from a one night stand. Anyone could be his baby mama. Danny Bear says though that Nell was awesome. Oh, so what was so awesome about Nell, Danny Bear? Please, the classroom wants to know. Share with the classroom. We want to know. Let's spill the tea. No, don't worry, no judgment. We genuinely want to know what you find awesome about Nell. I liked Nell when she was working with Ryan. I miss Ryan. He was so funny. Yeah, Ryan had his moments of funny moments. Has anyone noticed the flirting between Anna and Sunny? Everybody's saying that. That might be Sunny latest fling. And then Danny Bear says, I loved how Nell messed with Carly. It was beautiful. You know, that actually wasn't that bad though. Lexus was low down to Jason. She messed with Sunny, Julian, and Rick. Nell was not good at all, says last day. And Danny Bear says, I miss Ryan. I wanted him and Ava to get back together. That was never gonna happen. My Ava Jerome never consented to Ryan. She thought she was consenting to Kevin. So Ava and Ryan never even had consensual sex because she was lied to. Every time I see Ryan in a scene, I have to look at his hand to make sure it ain't right. I mean Kevin, to make sure it ain't Ryan. That's true. They barely ever give Kevin everything. They gave Ryan all that extra story, but they never really give Kevin anything good, except for when he saw through Charlotte. That's why every time people see Kevin, they think of Ryan, because that's how it's been the last several years since Ryan came back in 2018. Ryan and Ava could have worked. True love always wins. Not when you murdered her daughter. Every time. And then LaChanta says Anthony Zaccara was funny. I heard he was crazy too. He's crazy and funny. That was true. Ava was over Kiki. No, she was not. Well, she was just angry, okay? But Ava and Kiki would have worked out their issues eventually. I agree with that, Kyrie. I always feel that way about Spencer and Esme. I feel like it wasn't really consensual because Esme was lying to him. It's true. She was manipulating him the whole time, but actually, she was still raising as Esme, though, just because she just held back her paternity. But Ryan stole somebody else's identity, so that really wasn't consent. He was he was pretending to be someone completely different. So that's a whole different level. Esme just held back some details that she's Ryan's daughter. But that doesn't change anything while Ryan was pretending to be a different person. So Ryan's on a way worse scale than Esme on that front. But LaShanta said it good earlier that Dante did get Austin together, and Ryan should have gotten a DNA test on Esme. That's true. They could change her paternity if they want to. They could. And then, and Cyrus had Mason shook up too, because Mason thought he could just snitch on Austin. But Cyrus said, you must have forgotten our little last conversation. Now you keep your head down, you get yourself together, then I will consider letting you get off early. I'll pull some strings to get you out early if you keep your head down and do what I say. Um, and you won't be in prison as long as you want. That, that old bastard ain't threatening me. I'll be like, screw him. The day Esme had that two-piece Spencer kicked. Esme and Spencer was a clear case of manipulation and grooming orchestrated by Ryan. I always thought they were gross. They were gross. Spencer and Esme never had any chemistry. Never have, never will. So Spencer would be an idiot if he gave up that fine Trina. And speaking of, I was so mad at Trina today that she's still giving Spencer the time of day. No, kick his ass to the curb until he gets his head on straight. Don't be admitting to Ava that, oh, I still love him. No, you don't. You're supposed to, even if you know that in your head, you still don't you don't tell nobody else that. I don't care how good of a friend Ava is. You are going to tell, no, you're gonna kick Spencer to the curb. Cause F that. The way he was speaking to her was so foul. So nope, I'm not cool with Trina not knowing her full worth. Trina is all that and then some more. So she can get any man she wants. She don't need to be settling for Spencer's sort of obsessive, immature, stupid self. And I'm glad that Esme was putting his foot down. I mean, her foot down with Spencer today too. Um, Saying that me and Ace have a right to live our lives separately from you. Spencer's like, well, Spencer was her first. It's hard not to cling to your first if it was good. It's true. But do you remember Austin walked away from Jordan and Chase too? Yeah, I remember that. And Ambassador Sam says prison storyline would be perfect for Mr. Nathaniel Gray. Probably would be. But that way he could still pop up from time to time. And he will survive. And then, but I'm sorry. I think Trina deserves better than Spencer right now. Because Sprina is dead to me after Spencer's actions. And I don't know why Spencer thinks that Esme should have her life on hold, that they get to co-parent. So what if but when Esme meets her a real man and they get serious and they want to have kids together, oh no, we got to deal with Spencer 50% or 60% or 80% of the time. I don't freaking think so. No, Spencer needs to get slapped with reality. This is not going to work like that. Like, it's ridiculous. You don't get to see. This is why Spencer's such a privileged prick. He was never taught any real life things, so that's why he still thinks, oh, because he has money, it's just easy to play house like that. It don't work like that in the real world. Okay, Trina's from the real world. She got life. She got to work. She got things she got to do. They're in different places in life. So Spencer's not mature enough for Trina. So he can kick rocks with no socks. And then Dolomedics even agrees, I'd love for them to introduce a new love interest for Trina at this point. Exactly. And even Nikisha says, I agree, Trina deserves better, but I understand why it's not so easy for her to walk away now. I get it to an extent, but I just want them to rate Trina to be as strong as possible and kick him to the curb where he belongs. And Esme was firm today. I liked that too. Talk about, oh, so how about me, you, Ace, and Trina, the four of us all move in together? Like, no. You don't get to talk about Spencer is so delusional and self-centered to say, oh, well, we're a team, just not a romantic one. Well, it don't work like that then. You're not Ace's daddy. So that don't work like that. Esme has a right to live her life the way she wants to live it. And if she finds a man that could be a suitable father figure for Ace, Spencer's going to have to accept that. Because as of right now, Nick, if you want to play real life logic, Nicholas's name is not even on the birth certificate. So Spencer doesn't have any legal relationship to Ace at all. Um, and then Esme needs her money. She do need her money. She can get her access on that trust fund. But it was revealed. But remember when Heather dropped that innuendo that he might have killed Esme might have killed her adoptive parents stuff. So maybe that might come out and mess up her trust fund. Maybe they cut her out of the will or something like that. But she'll get her trust fund at some point if that wasn't the case. And then Valentine and them, when they read that letter out to Charlotte, that Victor's manipulative letter, I'm like, Victor, you old bastard. But that still doesn't excuse all of Charlotte's behavior for me. It really doesn't. Like, you don't get a free pass. My dream love interest for Trina would be a young brother who's up and coming artist that Ava's doing business with and ends up in Trina's orbit. I like that. And then Nikisha says, I think she can't access the trust fund until she's 25. Okay. And LaShanta says, then gonna say this not about Ace. Exactly. Because Esme has a right to make decisions for herself too. She's a grown woman. And I think she said that at some point. It's true. And then they said Heather plays games. She do play games. But I don't believe Heather was lying there. I don't believe so. Because Esme is Coco for Cocoa Puff. But one thing I loved about Ava today, she flat out owned it. She knows damn well she's in no position to give nobody any relationship advice. She knows that for a fact. She just knows it. So she just flat out, treated that flat out because it's true. Look at all Ava's lovers: Morgan, Paul Hornsby, Nicholas, Griffin, all Franco. All of her lovers on this show have all ended in disasters. Her one night stand with Sonny, or Ava, and look at who she's currently dealing with: Austin, Ryan Chamberlain, while thinking he was Kevin Collins. It's just she knows she's in no position to give anybody any advice. So I'm glad, because it's very rare that a soap character will say that. Usually they be preaching all this good stuff. They be telling you that, oh well, no, you need to do this, you need to do that, but and they never take their own advice. But at least Ava flat out said, I'm in no position to talk about relationships. All my relationships are toxic. Well, Ava herself is a toxic woman. I mean, I love her, but she's toxic. How would she know? Because she's been keeping it up with Esme all those years. She was allegedly keeping tabs on Esme Prince. That's how she would know. Nikisha, I have the whole meet cute mapped out in my head. Ava sends Trina to take pics of his artwork. All right now. I like that setup. I like that a lot. That's some good work. And I still want to know if Dex learned how to redeem himself from that burnt grilled cheese that he made? Did he redeem himself? Because I remember he was telling Jocelyn he was trying to take that cooking class to see if so because he wants to actually make food that actually tastes good. That's why he's about 125 pounds. Um, so he was taking that classes because he knows he couldn't cook for shit. Because I want to know how he made a whole meal for Sonny that looked decent, but gave Jocelyn that burnt grilled cheese. That never sat right with me. So I'm gonna need to see how that cooking class went. Nikisha said, I could see it, Dolly. That would be so nice for Trina to have a guy who actually acts like he wants her and appreciates her. That's right, Nikisha. And that's what Trina deserves. A good man in her life that won't subject her to his BS for no good reason. That appreciates her, that needs her the way she needs him and is there for her the way she's there for him. That's what she needs. That's what she deserves. That's what she shall get. Because she's a good woman. That young Trina Robinson. She has the world ahead of her. Trina is too annoying for my liking. Her best friend is Joss. Okay, but outside of Jocelyn, Trina still has it going on. She's good looking. She deserves a good man. Who knows? Maybe this new friend could influence her away from Jocelyn or distance her from Jocelyn a little bit. So they don't rub off on each other. I remember Ava rubbed it in Curly's face about Nina and Sonny. Then Nick cheated with Esme and got a baby. Yep. And I said it flat out. I said that too, LaShanta, that was karma. And even Ava herself told Carly, because I remember when Ava and Carly had that scene during right before Christmas when they gave Avery that that little walkie-talkie last year. And Carly was like, "Oh wow, so after you were gloating about my divorce, huh?" And then Ava said, "Yep, Karma is indeed a bitch, because Karma was a bitch. Karma came and kicked her in the ass, and that's what Ava got." I did not feel bad for Ava for that front, as much as I hated Esme for coming after my Ava. I don't care. I still don't feel bad for Nicholas cheating on Ava with Esme because that was karma, just flat out karma. And she got what was coming to her with that one. Because that was just wrong for Ava to do that. And I love Ava, but I'm going to call her out on her mess. Joss is a good friend to Trina. She actually, well, surprisingly, she is. For the most part. Well, but everything. Yeah, she did stand by her. Why would an art gallery have models? It's about the art. Yeah, but there is but they still do have models when they promote things. It's for promotions and stuff like that. Advertising. Stuff like that last day. Advertising. But what I give Jocelyn props for, she never bought into Esme's games. I'm talking about the artist using a model for his artwork. Exactly, that too. That as well. I'm just saying, the art galleries would still have that stuff as well too. Carly didn't gloat either. Exactly, Carly didn't gloat when she should have. I mean, she would have gloated a year prior to that. She would have, but because I remember when Ava checked herself out of Shady Brook when Nicholas switched out Ava's pills. Carly was certainly gloating about that one. She had nothing but attitude when Ava went to go visit Avery after that. Carly was like, "I hate that woman is in our house." But I don't blame her after the whole Morgan thing, but still. She was being very ridiculous while Sonny was being civilized. Sonny was like, "Well, Avery asked about her, so just relax, Carly. She ain't gonna be here that long. And Ava and Carly just kept giving each other those dirty looks. I did not know that, but what is a meet cute? He told you. He says he's talking about the artist using a model for his artwork, and a meet cute is just a term used for romantic comedies when a couple just meets for the first time. Okay, Dolometics dropping knowledge. I wasn't gonna describe that as perfectly either as you described that. So you educated us both. Dolometics used a new term. Round of applause for Dolometics. This is why we need you, Dolometics. You dropping knowledge on us. Kind of like those cheesy Hallmark movies. Oh yeah, I could barely sit through those Hallmark movies. I can't barely because I just don't sit through those. My ADHD would be all over the place. Mm-mm. I like watching specific things that my brain can focus on and enjoy. Because if not, it'd just be crazy. And then I get why Carly's suspicious, but if you want your damn hotel back, just take your damn hotel back. We all know Michael's gonna do the co-signing or whatever that you take because Michael's gonna make Nina lowball the office. So I doubt Carly will probably have to barely pay $100,000 for it or something less. And then last day says Dolly, I don't watch Hallmark movies, so basically it's a fancy way of saying how you met somebody who's you are romantically involved with. I feel you. That's why I like soap, comics, and wrestlings. I need the focus too. That's true. And Kyrie's, we both learned something new today, and they came a long way. That's why I don't understand why she uphold Nina. Well, Nina is still her friend. Don't forget, you say what Carly's done for Ava, but Nina has done things for Ava too. When Ava had her hook attack, Nina was there for her. When Ava was going through her troubles with Nicholas, Nina's there for her. So Nina has been there for Ava as well in their friendship. So Ava has returned that to Nina as well. Now, what we don't get is why Ava forgave Nina for inducing the labor, but still, that doesn't negate the fact that Nina has been a real friend to her these last few years, and Ava has been in turn back there for Nina too. That does make it doesn't, but make much sense. But they have been there for each other. Because all Ava could go to Carly about is Avery. That's it. There's nothing else that they have in common. Because Ava crossed the line when she switched Morgan's pills. So even before Ava switched Morgan's pills, I don't think they still wouldn't be friends. It wouldn't matter. There was too much said, too much done. They were never going to be friends. And Ava knows that. Carly will only tolerate her but so much. All for Avery's sake. That's it. Outside of that, that's it. Also, Nina was the one who showed Ava that Ava wasn't crazy when Nicholas was trying to make her think she was hallucinating. Exactly. So that was another reason. And Michael can help. Well, Michael could definitely. Michael is going to back it, and like I said, he's going to give Nina a low ball offer and force Nina to take it. So Carly probably only get like $100,000. So it's probably going to be $100,000, even though Nina spent millions of dollars on that half of the hotel. So Nina's going to take it back at a loss. Going to give it back at a loss. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Nina is the reason Ava checked herself out of Shady Brook. Yep, that's true. That's very true. She is the reason. Because I remember when Ava was on that floor, Maura West did her thing that day in that acting. She was like, "Stop it!" And then Nina was holding Ava when Ava was like, "No, no more ghosts, no more ghosts." They had my girl effed up. The only reason Ava friends with Nina, they hated Carly. And that's not true though. First, they became friends because when Nina finally turned on Valentine, Valentine was the reason when they became friends. It had nothing to do with Carly. That was before that whole feud with Carly even started. Before they even started that Nell is her daughter's storyline. Now, when Nina began to hate Carly, then yeah, Ava's had her back. Because at the beginning of the story, if you recall, before all this Nell nonsense started, um, before all this Nell nonsense started, this was just Nina and Carly were almost friends. They were like on friendly terms because Carly supported Nina in wanting to find her daughter. And then it's funny because Carly was one of the first people that supported Nina in finding the daughter. Yet, yet Carly ended up years later keeping Nina from finding out the identities of both of her daughters. Isn't that a twist of fate? Kyrie said, "I got to go to bed. I have to go to work at 10:30 and wake up at 8:30 because well I take forever to get ready. Thank you for having my back and stopping me from saying bad things. Of course, anytime last day, and I appreciate you sticking with me so long. I appreciate it, and you have a great night. Okay, have a great day at work tomorrow, and I always got your back, always." But yeah, Lashanta, that had nothing to do with Carly. That didn't start until way after that when they had their beef. It just didn't. It is a shame that they just destroyed the Nicholas character. He was a good father at one point, and now he's just a deadbeat loser. This is really, it breaks my heart. After Tyler Christopher, who was still flawed as Nicholas, his version of Nicholas had his flaws too, but he was really a good man. And then they just really let the Nicholas character go over these years. That breaks my heart. All the way, that just breaks my heart. The, the sad thing is, Carly and Nina could have actually been cool with each other. Exactly. They used to be cool with each other before all this happened. Because if you recall, when Nina went on on the first time when Nina and Carly officially became enemies after Nina found out that Carly knew about Nell, um, Nina did rant at Sonny's fake funeral that yep, because that past year you giving me all that support and friendship, that was just a bunch of superficial garbage. Sure, you could be all nice and sweet until someone comes in between you and your needs. Then you throw them under the bus or over a cliff in this case, if you recall that. That was in 2021. When the truth comes out, what do you think Sonny will say? How dare you betray me? You lied to me. Blah, 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 blah. He'll be throwing that barware around. We're going to get the old Sonny back then. I agree. Nicholas was a great father. Spencer had a good childhood. He was just spoiled. Exactly. I was watching at old clips. They were gold, says LaShanta. And then last day says, good night again, Kyrie. See you tomorrow. Yes, you will indeed. I will be live streaming again tomorrow as well. I love this live stream thing. I got all my favorites in here. It's just perfect. We had the Queen Jessica. I remember that speech with Nina. It was fantastic. And one, there are few confrontations that had passion from both actresses. It's true, because Carly just looked like she wanted to slap the shit out of Nina in that scene. She just wanted to f Nina up. Like, well, she didn't say that with her words, but with her face. Like every time, she just looked like she wanted to slap her, and Nina looked like she wanted to snap at Carly too. They could have fought right then and there. Technically, if they would have, if Jason would have gotten out of the way back then and there, Nina and Carly could have fought this out before all this crap started. We wouldn't have had to sit through 3 years of this nonsense if Jason didn't get away from multiple of their fights. They should have just fought right then and there, and everything would have been settled by now. You know. But that was one of my favorite scenes with Nina. I remember everyone was so mad at Nina. That's when all, because it was after that scene. That's when all the Nina hate started. Because she said a lot of facts about Carly. Hey, Shakira, how are you today? Plus, Nina was in her full rich bitch mode. I loved when Nina's mask slips. That's true. That was entertaining. I loved that scene. Yep, Shakira says hey to everyone. So Shakira, let me know what you think about Days of Our Lives today. Am okay, and you? I'm great today. I was able to watch all 4 soaps. Yep. Dolomedic says hey Shakira. Danny Bear says hey Shakira. It was, yes, indeed it was good. But Aunt Salone and Melinda, they're going to hell with gasoline panties on. Them panties is gonna burn. Straight to hell is where they're going. And Shakira says hi back to Dolomedics and Danny Bear. And Shakira's laughing. They are. Leave that baby needs to be with his mother. She do. I mean, I know that Nicole is a shady bitch in her own right, but still, I gotta say, aside from dumbing down Jada, I'm loving this baby switch. Yeah, Jada is dumb. I love I love saying that because Jada is dumb. She needs to be thrown off of a cliff. Nicole's getting her karma. Probably though, based off of what I'm hearing about her. And she wondered why she struggled to carry the term all these years, and now she finally did. And now her baby got snatched up because you went and snatched other people's babies. You that baby stealing trollop. It's true, she's getting her just desserts. Is that about right, Dolomedics? Because I'm spilling off facts of what I heard from Thing. I still think Sydney is Nicole's. Who's Sydney? Let me see. I gotta type up Sydney now. Let me find out. Days of Our Lives. Sydney. Sydney Demera. She left the show in 2014. Her parents were E.J. Demera and Sammy Brady. And then how did she leave the show? Did she leave with Sammy? When Nina said if Sonny comes to me, she won't turn him down. She would have grabbed her hair, dragged her up and down Crimson. And then Shakira said Teresa's getting hers too, though. And then Dolomedic says, like I said on your review, if Nicole didn't spend her entire life trying to separate other women for their kids' money, and men, this wouldn't happen. That's true. EJ and Sammy's daughter Nicole stole and tried to pass off as her and EJ's. Okay, karma came back and kicked her in the ass. I don't feel bad for Nicole. I just feel bad for that baby not getting that medical attention yet. Sydney is the baby Nicole stole from Sammy, and Sydney left with Sammy. Sammy went off to look for EJ. Well, she must have not looked hard enough because he's back and in town and with the woman that stole your baby. Wow. EJ is with her now. Ain't that something? But all right, everybody. This has been another wonderful live stream. I think everybody, yep, Nicole needs karma by herself. That is true, Shakira. Very, very, very true. But and then last question I'm going to read is Sammy found EJ when she came back and cheated on him with Lucas because EJ wouldn't love her. Ha! Wow. That is something else. Ooh, this Days of Our Lives seems to be something else. I'm definitely invested into the show now. This week, as long as they limit the old people, I'm good with it. But yes, thank you so much, Dolomedics. Thank you, the Queen Jessica. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Ambassador Sam. Thank you, Shakira. Once again, thank you again, Danny Bear. Thank you, LaShanta. Thank you, Nikisha. Thank you, Last Day. Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Double C. Thank you. And thank you, everybody that joined today in Spiderquake. All of y'all have a wonderful night. I said it was a whole lot of fun, and I will see y'all back here tomorrow, same time, 10 p.m. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your night. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Peace.